Last time on Dean's Killer Joke. The worst night of my life was playing on screen, and all I could do was watch. Dean, put that down.
It doesn't matter.
Give it to me.
Come on, give it back.
I fight him for the gun. Both of our hands are wrapped around it.
Let go of me!
Please stop it!
I sold the cameras to the owner of Mahogany's. The footage just goes to a flash drive, but that flash drive does log the last computer that used it.
It does? You didn't kill him, Anne-Marie.
How do you know?
I just know. I won't let you go insane, all right?
Carla, my door's unlocked.
Is anything missing?
My computer's the only valuable thing I have, and it's right there with a flash drive.
The killer wanted you to have it, I guess.
Fast forward to when we're fighting over the gun. Just put it down for 1 second, please!
The gun falls on the floor. Anne-Marie and Dean step away from each other.
I didn't shoot him. I don't get it. Why did they give this to me?
The flash drive tracks the last computer that used it, so they needed to destroy it.
Austin. He wanted me to know that I'm innocent, but also doesn't want to be caught himself.
I get why I was canceled. I do. But come on, I'm clearly sorry. I didn't use some fake PR team apology that you know I don't mean. Like you never fucked up? You never accidentally said you know what when you're rapping along to your workout playlist? Fuck you! I'm a comic. We're supposed to say what you're afraid to say. That's how change is made. Change isn't made by racism and sexism, Dean. Well, obviously, but... you can't get a home run if you're too afraid to strike out. I can't wait till your life falls apart next time you misspeak. Then you'll see. And you'll see. The world doesn't forgive mistakes. They just want blood.
Hello? Robin?
Listen to me very carefully. The cops are going to be following you around today.
What? Why?
So they can arrest you as soon as possible. They requested a warrant from a judge, and once it comes in, they're going to jump out of that cruiser and get you. Do not run away. You do that and your case gets even worse. Understand?
Okay, but you'll get me out of jail again, right?
No. The warrant will lock you up for good until you're proven innocent in court. I think they'll have it around 3.
4 hours left to freedom. Huh, cool. The caged bird sings.
Do not run, okay?
Don't worry. I'm done running.
Good. I'll keep you updated.
Bye.
Who was that?
My lawyer. Time is ticking.
Is the plan off?
Nope. We're doing this. Austin Cooper? Turns out on stage isn't the only place that you're a killer. Too lame, right?
Are we fucking CSI now?
Sorry. I'm nervous. I swear I'll be cool. This is Dean's Killer Joke. Episode 7. Closer. We planned on confronting Austin right away, but I had to make one quick stop at Malcolm's kickboxing gym.
Okay, Sensei, see you next time.
Again, this isn't karate.
You'll let me call you that one day, when I deserve it.
Hey, Malcolm.
Oh, shit.
Wait, calm down.
I'll call the cops.
No need. They're across the street. See? They're pretending like they're not looking at us.
Oh, God. They're gonna arrest me for being an accessory, aren't they?
No, they're just tailing me today. Look, I came here to apologize.
Apology accepted. Bye now.
You're just saying that because you're scared I'll murder you.
Hell yeah, I'm scared. I saw the video.
It's edited. I know for sure now. But even so, it's very possible that I'm going to be in jail soon. Hence the entourage.
And you came to tie up loose ends.
Yeah, exactly.
With a gun?
No, stop. Okay, I gave this a lot of thought. If I go to jail, do you want an exclusive interview?
Huh?
Murder suspect Anne-Marie Buchanan won't speak to the press unless it's with Malcolm Atwater. You can use that as leverage to get any job you want, right?
Yeah, I could do that. That's a great idea, actually. And I could put all the interviews into a book where I keep all the profits. And then I can read the audiobook. And it'll be one of those audiobooks where I can do little asides that aren't in the print version. And everybody will be like, oh, that Malcolm.
Yeah, sure. So, we cool?
Well, I'm scared, but okay. I mean, we'll have to write up a contract for this interview and the book and the movie rights and the stage play and To be clear, you promise you will not kill me.
I promise I won't kill you.
That's a great quote for Chapter 15. A non-lethal promise.
After Malcolm explained how I can't claim any rights to the Lifetime movie Malcolm Atwater, Handsome Journalist versus Comedy, Carla and I went to Austin's apartment.
I don't think he's home.
Come here.
Ow, what are you? Hey, stop climbing on me.
I just need a boost. He keeps an extra key on top of the door frame. You have great back muscles, by the way. Pilates?
No, I just have a fat 1-year-old.
Found the key. Let me down. Ugh. Austin, don't hide from me. I know you're home. Austin!
See? Not home. What's the point of being a comic if you're not going to be home all day?
Where could he be? Oh, let's check his laptop. I know his password. I'm in. This was much easier than getting into your phone.
We're not ready to joke about that yet.
His calendar says he's at a meeting on 45th. Let's go. Oh, actually, haha, his call logs are on here. God, I love how all personal devices connect with each other. It makes stalking so easy. I took out my phone. Look, he called me at the same exact time as the robot voicemail. We got him.
No way, that's crazy.
I swear, it's all true.
We found Austin sitting with a few people in a conference room. I barged in, swinging the glass doors open, ready to end this. Austin!
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm here too. Also, fuck you.
Austin, what is this?
Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt whatever this is, but justice needs to be served.
You told me you weren't gonna be lame.
You killed him, didn't you?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. I was vulnerable yesterday, so you felt bad for framing me at the live show. But you knew you couldn't turn yourself in, so you showed me the rest of the video just for my peace of mind, even though I'm going to jail anyway. Isn't that right, Carla?
It's convoluted, but it tracks.
Can we please go over your crazy bullshit later? I'm pitching to a streaming network here.
Hi, I'm Jerry, VP of Comedy. Nice to meet you.
Oh, fuck. Anne-Marie, you better be right about this.
Carla!
What? I'm in a special.
Leave.
No way. Who cares about a dumb sitcom pitch? What, do you play a personal trainer that can bench press anything except love?
That's not bad. Elizabeth, write that down, please.
I got you red-handed. Listen.
Anne-Marie Buchanan. Don't make me come after you like I did to him. You've been warned.
You used this dumb robot voice to scare me off your trail.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw your call logs. You called me from your phone for a couple of weeks, then laid low, then did it from Dean's.
That's insane.
Just admit it. If not, I'll tell everyone in this room about that weird thing you're into.
Now you're gonna kink shame me.
Oh, this is getting interesting.
Hey, big important execs. Not only is he a murderer, but he also loves...
All right, stop. I didn't kill him. But you're right about the calls. I was only trying to protect you, though.
Bullshit.
I didn't want whoever killed Dean to go after you. I knew you wouldn't listen if I told you to be careful, so I figured I'd scare you. But, hold on. What did you say about Dean's phone?
You used it to call me during my live show.
No, I didn't. I gave up on you after our fight at Pressfields. Plus, I was doing a set downtown the night of your show. This guy was there. He can vouch for me.
Yes, actually, that's when we set up this meeting.
You don't even know what night we're talking about.
Oh no, I do. The one when that video of you and Dean Blackshaw came out? Which was an insane clip, by the way. We're actually trying to get the rights to it. We're thinking of a mockumentary murder series, Making a Murderer Meets Curb. We'd love to talk to you, actually. Whenever you're done with whatever this is.
Well, yeah, sure, I guess. Well, don't distract me.
I'm totally down to play myself, by the way. Can I send you my reel?
That would be great. Thanks so much.
I know it was you, Austin. You not only killed our friend, but you watched me make myself crazy for a month while we slept together. And here I thought you were in love with me.
I'm not in love with you.
You said it that one time.
During sex doesn't count.
Oh, of course it didn't. Did that birthday trip we were talking about not mean anything either?
We're losing the thread here, guys.
Sorry, what's your agent's number?
Don't worry, I'll get it for you.
I never thought you did it, by the way.
Thank you. By the way, what weird thing do you think Austin is into?
Right? The mystery.
Speaking of that, look, our handcuffs. I'm doing a citizen's arrest.
Aw, handcuffs? That's not that weird.
Honey, in this town, nothing's weird.
You're so fun.
Thank you, you too.
Give me your hands. Come on, move your arm this way. Stop resisting.
I'm barely trying. You're just weak.
That's sexist.
This is just sad.
As I was trying to handcuff Austin, Officer Capasso and another officer entered the room.
Anne-Marie Buchanan, we have a warrant for your arrest.
No, arrest him! At approximately 3 a.m., he killed Dean in Mahogany's green room, not me!
Then you're both coming in. Get on the ground.
I was just trying to...
Get on the ground.
The officers pushed us to the floor. Ow, fuck!
Her too.
Hey, come on. I'm just here for the ride. Hey, Austin, I bet you're into this, huh? Handcuffs.
The cops dragged Austin, Carla, and I out of the room.
Oh my god. That was hilarious, and the cop was a nice touch. I thought they were serious for a second. Bravo. Hello? You got yourself a show. Guys, you can come back in now.
"30 minutes later, I was in the same interrogation room they always put me in.
Well, we finally got you.
Please, you get me every week. Was Sarah at the front desk off today?
She had a baby.
Aw, oh my god, I'll send her a card.
Cards cost a couple of cigarettes where you're going.
Did Carla tell you about the video? We saw the rest of it. It proves that I didn't kill him.
Uh-huh. And where is this video?
It blew up my computer.
Dog didn't need it?
Austin's the killer. Listen to my voicemails.
Mr. Cooper did confess to calling you with a modulated voice for a while, but we checked his phone logs. He hasn't called you in some time.
Because the last one was with Dean's phone. You think just anyone can do that voice? It isn't some Pro Tools template. It was him.
I don't particularly care who called you or who blew up your computer or whatever lie you come up with next. I am done playing games with you. You're going away for a long time.
I didn't do it. I'm sure of that now.
Capasso, I need to ask Anne-Marie some questions.
You were taken off the case, Lobel. Or did you forget how you leaked confidential information?
I assure you he hasn't.
Chief, what are you doing here?
Like Lobel said, we have some questions.
Okay, what are they?
The kind that, depending on your answers, could put you in a lot of trouble.
My favorite kind.
Anne-Marie!
About an hour later, I was being escorted out of the precinct. To jail.
Over here, Anne-Marie! Did you think you'd get away with it?
No comment.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Look, all I'll say is some new information has come to light and I killed Dean Blackshaw. But I promised journalist Malcolm Atwater an exclusive interview. Until then, I can't say anymore. Thank you.
Over here.
Yeah, I was shocked myself. The cops quickly got in touch with Malcolm. They knew the public would be up their ass if they didn't get that interview soon. So let's fast forward another couple of hours to when Malcolm entered a private jail visitation room.
Anne-Marie, hey.
Hey.
Let me just set up the equipment and we'll get started.
I would help, but kinda stuck to the chair here.
Yep, that's intense.
What's that? A whole podcasting setup?
I figured this was the best time to start that podcast I always wanted to do. Oh, hey Scott.
Malcolm.
I'm surprised Capasso's not here.
They put me back on the case.
That's great, man. How's D&D going?
We beat the Destroyer.
No way! Wow! Ha! What about the sword that...
Let's get to work here. I'll step in if there's anything that can't be said publicly.
Right, sorry. Okay, let's get started. Anne-Marie, do you want headphones?
Sure, let's do it right.
Okay, welcome to the Malcolm Atwater Show. Let me just press this button. Welcome to the Malcolm Atwater Show.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'll edit those out. I'm nervous. You know, I was a big Dean fan, and wow, I'm gonna hear what really happened to him.
I'm still wrapping my head around it myself.
Let's just jump right in, I guess. You mentioned that there was new information. What is it? How does it prove that you killed him?
So there's that video of me and Dean fighting with his gun, right? The one that cuts to black? Well, it was thought that the rest of the video was lost, but after I got arrested, the cops got my computer and they were able to recover the video.
They did?
Well, most of it. The video file was corrupt and they're still trying to recover all of it, but they saw enough to put me away.
And what did they see?
What happens after the part that the world has seen? We fight for the gun, but then we separate. He actually ends up giving me the bullets so he can't hurt himself. And then I leave the green room and go home. At least that's what I thought I did. It doesn't look like I went home. Like I said, the video is messed up, so after that it's kind of glitchy and hard to make out, but Dean starts talking to someone that walks in off camera. And it was probably me.
No, why do you say that?
You can see the person's shadow along the wall. And, well, hold on. Officer?
What is it?
He's right. How do we know it was me?
We're not going over this again.
All we know is that Dean was fighting with someone off screen. You can't hear the other person's voice.
Because the audio's still corrupt. We'll hear it soon.
Malcolm, in your journalistic opinion, does that sound like enough proof to arrest me?
Don't answer that.
Yeah, I'm confused. So you can't actually see the killer?
No. For a split second, it looks like they're about to walk into frame, but then it cuts to black again.
And when the file is fixed, we'll see
the killer's face.
Anne Marie's face.
You don't know that! Malcolm, this was all just a shitty plea deal my lawyer convinced me to take.
This interview is over.
No.
Stop recording!
Don't stop.
The officer told me to. And he has a gun. Scott, they gave you a gun, huh?
Don't be a pussy, Malcolm. You've been on my side from the start. You know I didn't do it.
I thought you didn't do it. I don't know. He said they'll see the killer's face.
That doesn't mean it'll be mine.
But it'll be the killer nonetheless. Scott, let me help recover the video file.
Malcolm, what the fuck?
How would you do that?
I'm just good with that kind of stuff, and I'm sick of being wrapped in the middle of this. This investigation needs to end. If you give me the corrupt file, I'm positive I can fix the computer virus that corrupted it. And then I'll see the killer's face.
Malcolm.
And I'll tell you who did it, and then we'll put her in jail.
Malcolm.
What?
We never said a computer virus corrupted the file.
Well, I just assumed.
Why? Lots of things can corrupt a video. Or do you just remember the virus that you blew up my computer with?
Quit while you're ahead, Anne-Marie. We can't lead the suspect.
Suspect? I thought that was...
Me? Well, yeah, they thought it was me, but Officer Lobel realized something.
Capasso, I need to ask Anne-Marie some questions.
You were taken off the case, Lobel. Or did you forget how you leaked confidential information?
I assure you he hasn't.
Chief, what are you doing here?
Like Lobel said, we have some questions.
Okay, what are they?
The kind that, depending on your answers, could put you in a lot of trouble.
My favorite kind.
We were able to recover some of the footage from your computer. It shows you leaving the green room when Dean was still alive.
Told you.
Fuck me. This is just getting ridiculous now.
Did the video show the killer?
We recovered some footage. Not all. The tech guys don't think they'll be able to get the rest.
Chief, we shouldn't be talking about this in front of her.
Enough, Zach. You're off the case.
What?
We could have put this all to bed sooner if you didn't repeatedly ignore Miss Buchanan's help.
With all due respect, nothing she's given us has amounted to anything worthwhile.
Because we pushed her away. If we didn't, perhaps we would have known what she knows.
That Austin killed Dean.
Well, no. We also watched the body cam footage from today. You said that Austin killed Dean at approximately 3 a.m.?
Yeah?
Your phone's location history says you were home by then.
Yeah, because I didn't do it.
Then how do you know what time he died?
Lobel told Malcolm.
And there it is.
Huh?
I gave Malcolm a lot of info, but not that.
Holy shit. So, how did you know if Lobel didn't tell you?
From the news? Obviously the news.
We never released the time of death to the press.
All right, maybe not the news. Maybe it was Carla's confession note.
Carla didn't kill Dean, Malcolm.
Then why would she write the note?
I think someone else wrote that note. Someone who figured out all of her passwords when he was looking into her phone one day at a coffee shop with me.
And then put the note in her cloud folders, just waiting for it to be discovered.
But only someone that's good with computers could do that. Like, someone who can voluntarily fix computer viruses.
Or someone that can recreate a modulated voice.
Well, what are you talking about?
I was partially right about Austin being the voice, and it seems like he was telling the truth about only doing it for a little while, but that would mean whoever called me during my podcast would have had to be able to recreate the voice exactly.
And at that time, only one person besides Anne-Marie has ever heard what the voice sounded like.
You. What happened, Malcolm?
I was his biggest fan. I was thrilled to see him back on stage that night at Mahogany's.
This is a molestation joke. You're gonna like it. It's gonna really touch you in the right place. That's not funny.
His joke should have killed. They always did before, but the audience, they just didn't see him anymore. They just saw the controversy, but not me. I knew Dean was a good person deep down. They should have known too. After the show was done, I hung out in the back alley by the performer's door where all you comics leave from, hoping to run into him, to tell him that I was still a fan, and that he didn't deserve anything that happened. I watched Frank leave, Austin, Carla, Jack, and I watched all of them go.
And me?
You actually left last. You were hammered.
My ride's here. You promise you're okay?
I'm fine. You got the bullets anyway.
Yeah, that was fucked up, you know?
That's the brand.
That's the brand. I'll have nightmares about this forever, asshole. And what the hell am I supposed to do with these?
You didn't see me when you were stumbling to the Uber, or when you threw his bullets into a trash can by the corner, or when I ran to the performer door before it closed. I saw him in the green room from that doorway. Alone, drunk, angry, sad. I had to talk to him.
Emery?
No. Hi. I'm Malcolm Atwater. I'm a journalist.
No. Get the fuck out of here. I do not talk to the press anymore.
No, I'm not. I'm a fan. I'm still a fan. I just wanted to tell you that. He looked at me confused. Ben?
Oh. You want a drink?
Our conversation was mostly one-sided. The drunker I got, the more I gushed about his work. I got the feeling that he wanted to be alone, except I think he was afraid to be. And then we started talking about the joke. The one that started it all. I was defending you from day one. My girlfriend didn't. She was appalled.
Shocker.
I know. But it was a joke. I don't know why she got so bent out of shape. She even broke up with me over it.
Huh?
She was like, "How can you think it's okay to say that, Malcolm? Is that who you really are? I thought you were different. Can you believe that shit?" Then she said she needed some space, and a couple of days later, we were done.
Jesus. Oof. Sorry, man.
No, it's not your fault. Plus, after that, I was like, fuck. Dean and his joke were right.
Stop it. Come on. No. No, I was not.
You were. Those people are all like that. Her included. Heartbreaking bitch.
Oh, listen to yourself. Do you have any idea why the joke was supposed to be funny?
Because it's true.
Oh my god. You couldn't be worse. Fuck. No. Comedians say what you're not supposed to say. It's the shock that's funny. Ah ha ha ha. Or we say the shit you're embarrassed to think. We relieve some of the shame you feel about it by making fun of it.
And she should have realized that.
No. She was right. I know that now because there's the assholes like you.
Hey.
You take the joke as validation. You go, oh, people are laughing at it. It must be okay that we're all assholes. I don't need to be ashamed. I'm right to think this way. But here's the kicker. I wasn't speaking to those people. I was just saying a fucking joke. A fucking joke. Not that I agree with it. Your girl was right to dump your ass. You're the reason why I'm in the shitter. Yeah, you. Because people like you take what I say like I'm a philosopher, I'm some great thinker, some innovator, but you know what? I'm a fucking clown.
What are you doing? He pulled out his gun.
But he gave me his bullets.
He had more. Are you really loading a gun right now? Dean, can you put that down?
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything with it. It's for protection.
I'd still feel more comfortable if you put it away.
Here.
He tossed it onto the couch between us.
Happy? It's out of reach. It won't hurt you anymore.
Yeah, maybe I should go. Oh. I'm drunker than I thought.
Sit down. I'm not done.
With what? With me?
Pick up your phone and call your girlfriend and tell her you're sorry.
Fuck that. She shouldn't be such a bitch.
You are the bitch here. You're the bitch.
Yeah, okay. There's only so much of my hero insulting me I can take.
I'm not a hero. I'm really not. I'm a comic. I say dumb shit and you either laugh or you don't, and then you move on. What you don't get to do is tank my career.
I didn't.
You might as well have. You and all the other assholes. You loser, pussy, bitch.
Like I said, there was only so much I could take.
Your girlfriend was right to break up with you.
I didn't think. I just grabbed the gun.
She's the good person here. She is the good person here, and we're not. You're not.
We were only broken up for a month or two. The wound was still fresh.
You deserve to be single. If you think a guy's joke is more important than...
You don't know how quiet a room gets right after you kill someone. Oh God, I can't believe I do now. Your brain records every little thing. His body on the floor, the blood splattering on Carla's jacket, and that buzzing sound. The teeniest little buzz was coming from a clock on the side table. I don't know why I was fixated on it. I guess to avoid the reality, but when I picked it up, I realized it was a hidden camera. What I did was on tape, and now I had to cover my tracks. I took the camera, Dean's phone, Carla's jacket, and I wrote a note. Dean thought people were after him, so writing for the joke seemed like a good way to pin it on someone. Until you started asking questions.
What? It's okay for you to corner me with your agenda, but I can't do the same to you?
Get out of my house.
Did you kill him or not?
No.
Then who did?
I knew I was going to have to frame someone,
So that murder board of yours.
and it was kind of more of a cover my ass board. I don't even know why I showed it to you. I was really panicking when you came to my office. I was honored that you reached out. Nervous, but honored.
Why nervous?
I'm just a fan of your podcast. And you, too. I was trying to point you in Austin's direction, but you weren't going for it. None of you guys would have. Austin, though, he's got motive.
He just wouldn't, all right?
And so I focused on Carla. Anything so you would just close the case already. And you're right. I knew that since her phone locations proved she didn't do it, I had to get creative. I got her phone passwords, wrote the confession note, and it looked like it worked, and I was going to get away with it, either by Carla going to jail, or hell, even Kenny, I don't know. God, the Kenny thing, you just wouldn't stop.
So they pinned it on Kenny to get their bosses off of him?
Maybe they thought he was the weakest link, or he's actually guilty. When I saw you weren't going to drop it, I had to make absolutely sure you thought it was Carla. Wait, what's that?
What's what?
On the floor, behind the desk over there. Is that your phone?
No. We found it. Charles, I'm sorry that this is how you're finding it.
But then I got fired. And I was so mad at you, I figured you in jail was the perfect revenge.
Carla's no.
Enjoy the rest of your show.
I'm trying to help you get your career back.
My career is gone.
Kevin, turn this shit off. It's not coming from my computer.
Let go of me.
Please stop it.
And I thought that would have been enough. But you just wouldn't shut up and be guilty. And I heard through some of my paparazzi contacts that you and Carla were at Austin and Jack's podcast studio. So I got into the building, hung out outside of Jack's studio, and heard.
The footage just goes to a flash drive. But that flash drive does log the last computer that used it.
So I let some paparazzi into the building to distract you, just long enough for me to break into your apartment and leave the flash drive there.
Why didn't you just destroy it?
Well, I heard you tell Austin that you were going insane, not knowing if you murdered him, and I don't know, going to jail while you were innocent sounded like enough punishment for getting me fired. Making you crazy would have been overkill. I'm not as evil as you think I am.
No, you are.
Maybe, yeah.
Why did you agree to this interview?
At first, it was just you'd leave me alone at kickboxing. And then you freaking announced it to the press, and I was trapped. Plus, I needed to know that I was safe.
That's why you offered to fix the file.
I guess I was going to corrupt it more. I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I just didn't want you to see my face.
I've heard enough. Malcolm Atwater, you're under arrest for the murder of Dean Blackshaw.
Lobel stepped behind Malcolm to handcuff him. But when Lobel bent over to grab his hands, he reached behind and managed to grab Lobel's gun out of the holster. Kickboxing finally paid off.
Back up!
Drop the gun. Now.
Malcolm, you know this isn't a good idea.
Of course it's not! I don't want to kill you guys, but I think I have to!
Malcolm, please.
I can't go to jail.
4 cops barged into the room, their guns pointed and drawn at Malcolm.
Put your hands up and face the wall.
Now that he was surrounded, he knew that it was finally over.
I'm sorry.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Anne-Marie, have a seat.
Thanks. I was surprised to hear from you guys.
Well, why make a show with Austin when you're the girl of the hour?
I don't want Austin to miss out on an opportunity because...
Nonsense. You're hot right now. The comedian, detective. Love it. We want to be in the Anne-Marie Buchanan business and release your first hour special.
I thought you wanted to do some mockumentary thing.
That's stage 2. First, your special so everybody knows you're funny. Then we hit them with the truth.
That I'm not funny?
That's that wit. You know what I mean. The truth, the meat of your story, the drama.
Ah, yes. Ever since Malcolm went to jail, that's all anyone wants to talk about.
Exactly. That's why we give it a breather with your special, then bam.
So you're not really interested in my comedy? Just the story.
Of course we are. Just don't go on stage and pull a Dean, if you know what I mean. Oh, I rhymed.
You know that everybody knows now that it was my joke that caused everything, right?
So what? Who hasn't told their friends something blue? You didn't say it publicly, so we're fine.
Right. We're fine. Can you excuse me for a second?
Sure, bathrooms to the left.
You're gonna have to go back in there eventually.
Why? Just to talk to someone that's not really interested in me?
No, because I'm sick of just waiting around.
No one told you to come.
Like I'm gonna miss a chance to schmooze a streamer, go finish that meeting, let him walk you out of the office, so I can pop up all nonchalant and charm my way to a sitcom.
You're despicable.
That's showbiz, baby! Hey look, teen actors, 12 o'clock.
Why are 14-year-olds better looking than me?
Again, showbiz.
Yo, that's the chick that caught the killer.
Oh, they got a crush on you?
Shut up, just keep walking.
No way. What did that guy say to get canceled again?
Something like...
Whoa, that's foul. It's kind of funny, though. Wait. Text it to Connor.
Ugh, Dean was right.
About what?
The joke makes people think it's okay to say horrible stuff. What if they're texting it to make fun of someone right now?
Probably not. Connor sounds like a white kid.
Then what if he says it to someone else?
Then he's an asshole. His name's Connor, for God's sake. It's out of your control.
I said one thing, and the ripple effect is insane. And I get none of the blame.
Because it wasn't your fault.
It's so fucked up. Do you think Dean would have redeemed himself eventually, if he was alive?
Maybe, but it is what it is. Come on. You ready to go in there and get yourself a special?
Off the death of my friend?
Off being a badass solving crimes. You're not a bad person. You know that, right?
The world says I'm not, so I'm not. That's how it works. When will I believe it, though?
When you stop trying to prove the world wrong. You know what will help?
What?
Getting back in that room. Go!
Fine, I'm going. I took a breath before entering Jerry's office. People didn't want to know the details about Dean. They just wanted the headlines that supported their view of him. They didn't know everything. But they needed to.
I thought you fell in.
No. So, before we talk about my special, do you guys do podcasts?
What are you thinking?
Well, it's about how the world doesn't forgive
mistakes. They just want blood. I'm not a terrible guy. I don't think so anyway. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But public opinion rules, so... The worst day of my life went viral. I said a bad thing. So, my career's over, my friendships are over, my life's over. That's that. I guess I deserve it. But come on, like you never said something fucked up.
Dean's Killer Joke is a production of Evigation Media. Please rate and review wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media at Dean's Killer Joke. Written, directed, and produced by Brandon Rizzuto. Anne-Marie Buchanan is played by me, Jennifer Anderson. Dean Blackshaw is played by Jack Douglas. Malcolm Atwater is played by Tom Rizzuto. Carla Staworski is played by Caitlin Krieg. Austin Cooper and Modulated Voice are played by Benjamin Juris. Officer Capasso is played by Jay Hazen. Officer Lobel is played by Marcus John. Police Chief is played by Sidney Emanuel. Jerry is played by Eddie Datz. Jack Gornez is played by John Carlos Maldonado. Robin Ortiz is played by Nina Auburn. Michelle Christie is played by Maddie Albrechts. Kevin is played by Silas Emerson Harris. Rodney Hayter is played by Brian DiRamundo. Sensei is played by Michael Ursu. Teen actor number 1 is played by Ryan Geiser. News reporter is played by Neil Straughter. Original music and theme music by Tom Rizzuto. Music and sound effects courtesy of Epidemic Sound. Audio editing by Tom Sullivan at Audiography and Brandon Rizzuto. Podcast cover art and promotional artwork by Sarah Shong.